Hey guys, Rex here, and welcome to episode 5 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. Now, I'm sorry it's been a very long time since the last episode, but I have had quite a few issues with this Let's Play. So, originally the plans were, like I said, to build a witch farm, build the top of the witch farm and some cool devices up in there. But unfortunately I was having some problems with those. I couldn't get them to work right. It was getting really frustrating because it uses TNT and it kept blowing itself up, and it kept getting frustrated, so I would get bored of it and just do other things. As you know, I'm now on the SMB server, so I've been playing on there a lot, working on a giant project that is going to be in the next SMB episode. But then I realized something. Well, I figured something out, and I didn't actually know this before, even though it's completely logical, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know this. And that is that villagers in 1.7 will actually retain their trades when they move to 1.8, which is, you'd think that would happen because they retain their NBT data. It's not like it's going to get wiped out or anything. And you can get some weird stuff. Like Etho has, like, in his world, he's got like villagers that will trade. I think he has one that trades like, you give them a written book and they give you an enchanted book. No emeralds involved in that trade. He also has a villager with 2 paper trades right beside each other, which is awesome. But the major thing with that is in 1.7, villager trading, or in 1.8, villager trading is a lot different. On SMB, I have been doing some trading with villagers, a lot of trading with villagers, and I found that in 1.8 it's really, really easy to get emeralds because they actually have good trades. Whereas in 1.7, it's really hard to get emeralds because there aren't very many emerald trades. So usually what happens when that trade gets locked is you have to buy something and then you just lose emeralds, and then it gets really frustrating. But in 1.7, the thing is, villagers will actually sell all the diamond tools and armor. Except the only thing they don't sell that's made out of diamonds is the actual, like, diamonds themselves. So you can't make things like enchanting tables. So you can get, you know, the full armor, head, helmet, chestplate, leggings, boots. You can get sword, pick, shovel, axe, and hoe from the villagers, and they're not enchanted. Whereas in 1.8, it sort of sucks because they only sell the diamond chestplate, sword, pick, and axe, and they're all enchanted. So what happens is you actually have to buy 2, and then you have to craft them together to get one that's not enchanted. Now, why am I telling you all this? You might be wondering. Now, what we can do is, if we get, in 1.7 like I am now, I'm in 1.7, if we get the villagers that sell all those pieces of diamond gear, and then we switch to the snapshot, they will still have those. So we'll still be able to get unlimited amounts of unenchanted diamond gear for relatively cheap, and we can make new villagers in 1.8 that will make it easy to get emeralds. So that is going to be my source of diamond armor. I'm super lazy, like you guys know. I don't like mining. Well, it's not that I'm lazy, I just don't have the time for it, and I don't find it to be very entertaining. So I can get unlimited diamond stuff from that in 1.8, and that is going to be so awesome. Now over here, I have a chest, and it's filled with some certain items, and they might seem like a very weird selection of items. But these items here can all be traded to villagers, except for the sugarcane. You have to change it into paper. And then sometimes you can also craft it with leather to make books to trade to the villagers. So I've expanded the farms here, made a sugarcane farm. Got some pigs and cows and sheep here, all ready to give me more resources to trade for villagers, because I want to unlock some of those those diamond armor trades. So that's what we are going to be doing today. Change of plans, but it is going to be cool nonetheless. We're going to be building a villager breeder somewhere over there, and then we're going to build sort of like a little trading hall, probably all the way over here. And the reason we want them so far apart, or we might just build the breeder, you know, off in the distance. And the reason we want them so far apart is so that we can kill them, and just, if a villager is part of a village, if you attack him and stuff, it will affect the village's stats and things. So we don't want that. There might be another reason. I don't even remember what my other reason was. But I don't want the villagers to be actually part of the village when I'm trading with them. So I'm going to gather some resources together, and let's get started on our villager breeder. Okay, so I've changed my mind. I was originally going to build that breeder first, but I don't really want to do that first because that's boring. It would just be me following Tango's tutorial, and I want to do some inventing. I'm in the mood for some inventing right now. So we are going to build the trading hall, and it's just going to be a simple little trading hall because it's going to be temporary up here. I'm going to build a more permanent one at the bottom when we're in 1.8 and we have the new breeding system and whatnot. But since this is all going to be temporary, just to get those villagers that sell the diamond armor, we're going to be building a temporary one. So I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to have like little cells on the ground like this. And then we want to have a back wall just because, even though we don't really need it. And then up at the top, let's make this one higher. And then we don't want them to get out, so let's go out like this. Like that. And then at the top here we're going to put trap doors. Like this. And then we'll put levers on this, on the side, like that. And that way we can control whether the valve is open or closed. So if we have our stone bricks here, I might swap some of these out for glass. Stone bricks there like that. Let's put another row here. And then there's going to be water flowing across the top in this gap here. And I should probably plug this since it's going to be the last one. And then basically if the hole is open, the villager's going to fall in, but if it's closed, it's not going to fall in. Now we obviously don't want water going in there, so something else I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, I'm going to take out this stone brick here, this one here, and then I'm actually going to take these ones out so we can see. And then I'm going to put a piston on top and a fence gate. Come on. Like this. And then that should make it so it blocks off the water. Now I think they should be synchronized up. So let's just go over here and so we can flick the lever. So if we flick the lever, yeah, that should be open, and then the fence gate should be there. So if the water's flowing, it's going to stop here because there's the fence gate, and then the villager will be free to fall into the hole. And then if we flip it again, because the villager fell in, then we can make it so then the water will just flow past and go to the next one. So we're going to put one of those on top of each one, like this. Open the other way. OCD. There we go. On top of each one, and then we're going to have 16 of these cells across, and that should be enough. And then on the end, since obviously if we're sort of AFK and a villager, or we're not here, and a villager goes into a hole, it's not going to actually flip the device, so more than one villager is going to fall in the hole. We're just going to make it so there's like a buffer at the end where they pile up, and then we push a button, and that will send one down so we can do it one at a time, and then that will be that. Alright, so time for another progress update. Just as you saw, I finished this little bit here, with each of these modules for the villagers that I should probably open. And then you might be wondering what these things are, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I haven't even figured out how to open them yet. So obviously the water only goes... Let's just put like a thing here so we can get up. The water only goes 8 blocks in a given direction. So when it gets to here, we have to make a new water block. And then that's what this is for. The piston just controls when the water goes down. So if I go back down here, and we unflick all of these levers here, and let's see. So the water goes down to there, and if we need it to go past, if we need it to fall in this hole, let's say, if we need a villager to fall in here, we're just gonna open that trapdoor like this, and then if we, oops, shoot, I'm just gonna, how am I gonna get out of here? Let's just go down here and then go in like this. If we need the villager to fall down there, he's gonna fall down, and if we want the water to continue, keep falling. Okay, if we want the water to continue, we're going to close the trapdoor, and we're going to do this, and then the water is going to go down from this pod, and it's just going to continue on to the next one, and then, of course, we can, let's see, we can flip this one, and then we can flip this one, and then it's going to keep going, and then just go to the next one. So let's reset all of these. So this needs to be flipped. There, there, there. So let's do all these. So these all need to be down because there's no villagers. So down means there's no villager. Up means there is a villager. And obviously this is just temporary, so it's sort of messy. And then over here, I have built a giant waterway. Because, like I said, the village is going to be far away. The villagers that are going to be in here, I want them to be to not be part of the village. Now, a village size is 32 blocks by, if it only has one door, it's like 32 blocks from the farthest doors in the village. It's sort of, yeah, so that's how big it is. And this is about 40 blocks, this thing here. So if the village for the breeder is over here, these guys are not going to be part of the village. So A, they're not going to try and go towards the village, and B, I can just hit them with my sword when I want to kill them. Because I don't want to have some type of little thing at the bottom, because that would just waste. I mean, I don't really want to go to the trouble making that. I just can just hit them with my sword if I want to kill them. So that's about it for this part. Let's get on with the villager breeder now. So I'm going to be using Tango Text Design, the one for 1.7, because we're in 1.7, and I'm going to build it somewhere around here. So let's get started. Alright, so quickly, before we build the breeder, I want to build the little mechanism that releases a single villager at a time down into this trading hall. And the way we're going to do that here is by a fence gate here. So if there's going to be water here, pushing the villagers up against this fence gate, they're not going to be able to get through. Now, what happens is if we, actually, I can demonstrate this by myself. If we put our water here, and I'm a villager, and I'm going to come down here, and they're going to line up, and they're all going to sort of push into this fence gate, and I'm going to be swimming up and down like this, right? If I quickly open and shut the fence gate, okay, did not mean to do that. Villagers can't do that, so let's try this again. I won't be jumping up and down this time, but I promise you it will work. So, if we have a villager pushing up against the fence gate, and then we quickly open and close the fence gate, he's going to fall through, but only one of them is going to fall through because we closed it really quickly. And then all we need now is a little redstone contraption to do that for us. So how are we going to do this? We're going to do it, let's see, let's put a block here, and then a block here with a repeater. Let's do this 4 tick. And then let's do block on the end of the repeater with a torch like this. And then we should be able to have a block here and a block here, and then put 2 redstone. Right? Now the gate is open, which I didn't mean to do. So now if I make a button, let's make a button. It should, Okay, that closes it and then opens it. That means we need another redstone torch. So let's do this all over again. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Oop, lag. Okay, let's try this again. Let's put a torch there this time. And then let's make another one, because we need another one. I don't know why I have an apple on me. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So next, we're going to need to put a block here with our repeater. Then another block like that. Block. Torch. And block. And then 2 redstone. Okay, so now the gate's closed, and then when we put a button on this block, it should quickly open and close the gate, and we can even make that shorter. Let's make it, I don't think 2 works. Yeah, 2 doesn't work. 3 is the shortest you can go. Alright, so let's see this here. So if I'm a villager, actually I'm not going to be able to press it. So, yeah, anyways, it opens and closes, and then that will only let 1 villager through, and then he's going to go down there, and then we can press the button again when we want another villager to come down. I might move the button so it's a little easier to press, but for now, this is how it's going to be. Alright, it's now time to begin the tedious task of moving a villager. And this time, I'm going to try to not use a minecart, and we have to get him up the stairs and down the path. And hopefully he'll fall into the hole at the end and won't cause any trouble. But it's almost night, so I'm going to have to go sleep in my bed if it becomes night. This is a risky thing to do, actually. But let's quickly pull... Yeah, I'm being stupid here, but whatever. Let's pull this out. And let's see if we can get 1 villager, and then we'll plug the hole back up. Okay, you, get out. Plug this up. Come on. Come on, don't be stupid. What are you doing now? Yep, told you this was a bad idea. Come on. Oh, crap, he's still part of that village. Not good. Not good. Ah, he's still part of that. Oh man, I may have done this entire thing wrong. Well, oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna lose. This guy's probably gonna be lost forever. Okay, you, fool. Come back here. Well, he's dead. He's not gonna make it. Ah, that is frustrating. Come back here. I don't know what he's doing. He thinks he's so smart. Actually, I'm just gonna sleep off the night so that he doesn't die. And then we can go fetch him later. I can make a bed here, so let's do that. Oh, hello. Wow, this is stupid. Yeah, I told you it was a bad idea. Well, I told myself it was a bad idea. And it was a bad idea. Okay, you... I don't know what's wrong with you. You have issues. Okay. See, when he makes those particles, that means he's still part of the village. Which means obviously I built that thing way too close. I built the breeder way too close to the actual thing, so I'm probably just gonna have to rebuild it farther away. Unfortunately. So, I'll figure things out, and then I'll be back when I've got things all figured out. Well, you learn something new every day. How about villagers are a pain? This guy, man, he ran around for like 20 minutes, and I had to catch him in a minecart, which seems to be the only way you can move these guys, so they don't run around. And now I've got a minecart track going all the way over here, and I'm just going to dump him in. And I'm going to keep the breeder over there because I don't want to take chances. I was going to build it over here, but then it might be too close to the iron farm, so I didn't want to take chances with that because I don't want to do... Where did he go? Oh my goodness, he went all the way back down there. Yeah, because then it might be too close to the iron farm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if these are part of the village. If they are still part of... Oh man, I'm starving here. If they're still part of that village, either one of these villages actually, I'm going to have to add a killer system. That what it does is it drops them into water when we kill them. And then it drops them down a huge hole, and then with lava at the end, and then what that does is it makes it so that the villagers are too far away to blame us for killing him. And then, come on, let's go. And then the village doesn't stop breeding or anything. Come on. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not again. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Ah! This is... Oh my goodness. Okay, this time, buddy, you are gonna go the right way. And if you don't, I'm gonna kill you. Actually, I can't afford to kill you. You're lucky. I can't afford to kill you. Because then I'd have to get another one from my iron farm. That would be a pain. This time, you're going the right... Okay, let's take out this. There we go. You're not going past there. Okay, nope, nope, nope. You're going that way. And apparently not. You're going this way. Come on. What is your problem? This guy, man, he's got an attitude. He doesn't want to be confined in a breeder all day. Don't worry, I'm going to free you when 1.8 comes out. Don't worry. Alright, let's do this. Get rid of all this. Alright, come on. Come on. Go, 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 go. Go, no, go. Ah. Go, go, go. No, 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 no. I don't understand why he goes right through me. Okay, take this out. Put that back. Okay, doing this. Okay, you better go this time. I'm gonna be annoyed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's push you into where you belong. And let's put a block here. And then we can go underneath. And is he gonna be able to... He might be able to escape there. So let's just do that. And then he should be in his wonderful village of 6 doors. Alright, so now... Actually, that's not a village yet, because these doors have to be special doors. Probably should do that. He'll be able to escape. I need that. I want that minecart back. Can I do this? There we go. Okay, now that this guy is in, my life is going to get a lot easier. I still have to move 2 more. But let's finish this up, and I'm going to get back to you when I'm all done, and all this stupid pain in the butt stuff has been over. Okay, so after what seems like forever, I am finally done the whole system. I'm gonna finish cleaning up the mess outside, except for this little pool here. Let's clean that up right now. Finally finished cleaning up the mess. It was such a pain, a lot more of a pain than I thought. So here's the breeder right here. It's zombie proofed here with glass, extra glass up there just to make sure no zombies can attack these villagers because this is outside. It is working. We've got 3 villagers in there now. Right now it's set to breed mode, so that just breeds more villagers in there, instead of dispensing the villagers out this tube here. And of course, I'll put a link to Tango's video for this in the description, although I wouldn't be using it too much right now because villager breeding is about to change in 1.8. And then, yeah, they go along here, and then when I press that button that I just built, it dispenses one into one of these pods. So I'm going to AFK for a little bit and just wait till a bunch of villagers have bred. And then I'm going to see you when we're done. You know what? This episode has been a disaster. I cannot get this thing to work for the life of me. These guys, man. These guys are just so stubborn. They never, ever do what you want them to do. So I've AFK'd for actually like a few hours, and we've got probably 20 villagers in there, and they breed, and we've got some major issues once again. So let's go up here. First things first, they're not breeding anymore for some reason. I don't know why. The first villager that came up here he escaped over these things, so I added these little things because I thought they might be able to swim over, but he is down here somewhere. He's right there behind those trapdoors. He is a blacksmith, so I want to keep him. Actually, the first time I built this, every time I build this breeder, there's one block I forget, and it is the block right here, this block there. And then what that means is if I forget that block, every time this piston pushes the baby villagers, they spew out all over the place. And I lost like 10 villagers because of that. Yeah, so I don't know why these guys aren't breeding anymore. But they aren't, for some reason. It might be because I attacked a villager, but... And I did not know that when a villager tries to get back to its village, like, villagers, if they get too far away from the center of the village, they'll try and go back to it, so that the villagers don't ever leave the village. And they can actually swim against currents to get back to their village. So the water will push them out to a certain distance, and then they'll start to swim back, and they will like, they can actually swim against the current, so even if you push them all the way down here, they still go back over there, and it is so annoying. For some reason, eventually they make it down there. A creeper blew this up, so it doesn't work anymore. I've just been manually opening it, and it doesn't even work anyways. I had to put a lever on the side because I could barely get them over here, let alone have them stacked up. So I got 4. We have 1 here. Nothing much. This guy sells diamond swords, so we're keeping him. This guy, not much. This guy is probably going to be my source of emeralds, written books, and regular books. But this project has been so frustrating, I cannot get it to work. So what I'm going to do is I am probably going to work on this after... I'm just going to work on this, not on camera, and I'm going to show you what I've done at the beginning of next episode, because hopefully I'll have it working or something like that. But yeah, this has been really frustrating, so I think we're going to go back to the original plan. I'm going to work on the witch farm. The thing is, I only have like 10 pieces of redstone left. I only have 10 pieces of redstone left in my entire base. So, I'm going to just I'm just going to get the witch farm operational. I just want it to make it so I can AFK and just get drops from them. So I'm going to get some materials together, and I'll see you over there. So, I sort of went ahead and did it all. Oh my goodness. Was not expecting that. Okay. I'll deal with this later. Let's see, any more creepers? No. So, this is our witch farm from that we built last episode. All I've done is added these rings of slabs around the end, so we get this pattern here. I'm so paranoid now. We get this pattern here, and the slabs are actually offset, so that if I put blocks, they're like that. So, since slabs don't let light through, when you have a gap like this, there's a half block gap there and there. And then that will make it so no light actually gets in. As you can see in there, it's dark. Let's grab this. In there, it's actually dark. It's a light level 0 throughout the entire thing, which is really cool. So we can see inside and still have it be a light level 0. So that's going to spawn witches now. I've also, as you noticed, built a giant tube going up here. And up at the top is where I'm going to AFK. And the reason we want to make a big tube like that is because that way we get the highest rates. So mobs do not spawn outside a 128 block radius of the player. Actually, I think they do, but they instantly despawn if they do. So, oh, hello chicken, how did you get up there? So basically, if we're up there, there will be no mobs spawning in the caves underneath, because we're all the way up there. They will only spawn on the surface. And then if I light up the surface here, which I haven't actually done yet, the witches, like, the only thing that can really spawn is witches inside here, so we'll get some pretty ridiculous rates out of this thing. And that's what we want. Right now, the tube is so long, it doesn't actually have to be that long. It's going to drop them off and kill them. Right now, it only has to be so long because eventually we're going to have some up there where we actually want to bring the witches. So that's why it's so long. But now, for now, I haven't actually added this yet, but I'm just going to make a thing that dumps them off the edge and then put some hoppers here or something to pick up the items. And so now I'm going to AFK here for a little bit and just see if it works. Alright, so I have been AFK for quite a while, quite a lot longer than I initially wanted to be. And as you can see, it's sort of working. We're getting witches and creepers and zombies. And I've gone into Creative World to test this. I just copied the world and deleted all the other chunks, and I just couldn't get other stuff to stop spawning. And I checked the biomes and everything. Everything's in a swamp biome. Everything is working, should be working properly. I tried blocking off more areas. I seem to have reduced it though quite a bit. So I'm going to do that here. I'll do it later. We've got a tiny bit of drops, but for some reason, when I'm up at the top, it doesn't spawn any. See, that huge pack of mobs only spawned when I was on my way down, which means there's something wrong. Maybe I have no idea why stuff isn't spawning. Oh, they're gonna fall down any second now. I don't know why stuff isn't spawning when I get when I AFK at the top. I got no spawns, but it was only when I would come down that I would get a couple packs, so there's a problem there. Oh, let's watch these guys die. Just amuse ourselves. Is that it? Alright. Yeah, so that's the witch farm. We can AFK at it now. I need to find the right spot to AFK, obviously. And now we have infinite redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, and spider eyes, sticks, and water bottles, which is awesome. Hooking one of these things directly up to a brewing machine can be super helpful, because you can get tons of brewing ingredients, and witch farms are probably the most rewarding farms to build. They give you infinite of some very sort of hard to obtain resources like glowstone and redstone. Redstone's not hard to obtain. Glowstone's not hard to obtain, but redstone you have to go mining. Redstone you usually have a lot of it. Glowstone is you usually have to go to the nether and go quite a distance to get glowstone. So one of these is really, really good. But I think that is all the time I have for today's episode. So we did try out that villager thing, as you can see over there, and it didn't work out too well. The villagers would just not cooperate. So we went and did this and got it done. It's got a couple kinks, but hopefully I'll get those worked out before the next episode. But anyways, so I hope you enjoyed, and a like would be much appreciated. And please follow me on Twitter at NanoRexMC for more updates. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Rex out.